Hey guys, this is Fiend491, and get this, game sharing is here. Now, what is game sharing? Well, guys, if you guys owned a DS, you definitely would, well, at least most likely, know what game sharing was, unless, you just played your DS alone most of the time, because game sharing on the DS was greatness. Basically, only one person had to have the game for everyone to play it, who could, of course, right? But game sharing is now going to be a thing on the Switch too. Now, technically, I think there was that that games collection game on the Switch 1, with the cards and all those different type of stuff. I think that was game sharing. I'm not sure if any other games on the Switch 1 could game share, but I think that was game sharing. But they never really took off on the Switch 1. But the Switch 2 seems like it's going all in, because there's going to be games on launch day that you can not only game share with Switch 2, but with Switch 1. So yeah, one specific game is Survival Kids. You're going to be able to play this game with up to 2 other friends or family or whatever who don't even own the game. Now, just locally for this one, but they say some are available locally and online. Like with Switch 2, you can game share with Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury online. So if you have Switch 2 and you have that game, I think you still have to pay to upgrade it. I'm not sure about that, but you may have to. And you have a buddy who doesn't have that game, online, you guys can actually play together, even though your buddy doesn't have that game. Now, I think this is a great feature, but the question is this, because with DS, that had limits. Let me explain. Like, let's say if Nintendo DS, I wanted to play Mario Kart with my friend, but only he had the game. I can game share to play the game, right? But I can only be Shy Guy. Yep, that was it. I had no choices between any other characters. They had limits, like with games that could game share on the DS, almost never, not always, but almost never could you just take full advantage of the multiplayer. Like how I said in Mario Kart, the only character you could be was Shy Guy. So with most of the games on the DS, even though you could game share, there were still limits to what you could do if you didn't actually own the game. I remember with Lego Star Wars, you couldn't play co-op if you owned the game. You could only play I don't know if it was just one multiplayer mode, but in general, you could only play the multiplayer mode. You couldn't play the co-op mode of Lego Star Wars if you didn't also have a copy of Lego Star Wars. So we'll see. I don't know whether or not they're going to have any limits, like whether or not you can just play the full game. That'd be greatness if you could just play the full game. But they may have limits. They may have okay, well, you can only be this character. What? Yeah, because you don't own the game. If you own the game, you play with all the characters, something like that. I don't know. But either way, it's still a fun feature. When I had game share with the DS, I still enjoyed playing Shy Guy in Mario Kart, even though it was the only character I could play. So I'm definitely looking forward to this feature, and I love how even if you don't have a Switch 2, you can still take advantage of it. Now, the person who owns the game has to have a Switch 2. They have to be playing on Switch 2, but you can actually take advantage of them game sharing the game even if you only have Switch 1. So definitely looking forward to see how this is when the Switch releases later this week. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and may God bless you all.